This guy used his hand. I begged him to use gloves, you know.
Once again, return of the watch my flow. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the man.
Hello my beauties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary if you're new here, and I'm a natural hair and lifestyle content creator living in Kent. It is, what's the time? Oh, it's almost 12:30 on Sunday the 20, why do I not know the date? Basically it's bank holiday weekend. I went to church today, but I didn't want to video church, or I didn't even take my camera to church, to be honest. I've just got home, but I wanted to show you, as I mentioned in, I believe it's my last video, I'm trying to cut down on our grocery spend. So one of the things we're doing as a family is buying in bulk and then sharing if need be. If there's no need to share, then I'll still buy and put it in the deep freezer that we bought recently. So let me show you some of the things that we got this bank holiday weekend. Shout out to my mom because she's the one that actually went for my sister and I. And then we just split the things that each of us wanted. I spent the most money because there's things that they didn't want that I wanted, but let's get into it. So my mum went to New Spitalfields Market. It is an overnight market. They open 12 a.m. so midnight to 9 a.m. and initially what the plan was for us to go there tomorrow, bank holiday Monday, but I saw online that they're not opening bank holiday Monday, so my mum went straight after work on Friday because she does night shifts and bought everything that was on our list. So let's go through them. The first thing is this box of red peppers. If you're African, or if you're Nigerian, I guess African, you know, we use this a lot. We make stews with it, soups with it, so I just thought it's better to buy a box because every time I'm going into the supermarket, they're selling one for 70p, maybe a 3-pack bag for £1 something. Anyway, this box was £7. Of course, it works out better than buying individually or constantly going to the supermarket to get it. Even in the market, they usually sell like £3-4 sometimes. If you're lucky, you might get 4 for £1. So I don't know how many is in here, but this whole box is £7. My sister got a box of this for herself, so we didn't share that. Then I got a box of tomatoes. Again, we use this in our soups, in our stews. I use it when making egg sauce. So I just thought, you know what, let's get a box of this too. This was £6. So again, bargain, because I don't get this much when going to the market to buy it individually. Only I wanted this, so we didn't share this. And then we got okra. Again, this was actually a box. How big was the box? The box was as big as the green pepper over there. And we split this 3 ways between me, my sister and my mum. So there's quite a lot there. And the box of okra was £25. Then we'll come over here. As well as red pepper, I got green. As you can see, some are turning red. And this was £8. So we can use green pepper to make ayamashi, or I add it in stir fries, I add it in egg, you know, just to get some veg in. We got some Scotch bonnet, a box of Scotch bonnet. As you can see, some of them are basically wilted, rotting, and that's because it's been 3 days, no, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah, basically 3 days since getting it that we're now sorting it out. So we know for next time, just try and sort it out straight away so that it doesn't waste. But these are really spicy, really spicy. And also we left it outside because it was already leaking, so we just thought, oh, let's leave it outside. But this weekend has been very hot, 30 degrees hot, so that did not help. So note for anyone else, if you want to leave it outside until you're ready to wash and clean, do that in winter, not in summer. The box of Scotch bonnet was £24. Again, to me, it was worth it. and my sister got her own box. It will last us for a long time, quite a while. So I'm happy I got it because I haven't had any Scotch bonnet in my freezer for a while. I also wanted to get a box of plantain. However, my mum called me and was telling me the box of plantain was £48. I said, for where? I said no. Said no, thank you. Leave that alone. The box of plantain we were actually going to share as well between the 3 of us. But for £48, I said it's too much. Another thing we got, child, I can't carry it, so it was a box of yam. But as you can see, the yam is here in a bag. I split it with my sister. That's why it's in its own separate bag. The box of yam was £25, but by the time we split it, £12.50 each. However, my sister got home earlier than me, so she started cutting the yam straight away, and unfortunately, out of the 4 she took, 3 of them were rotten. She said it was mainly the top of them that were rotting and the body was okay, but still it seems like such a waste, because especially because 3 of them were rotten. I'll leave pictures so you can see. So I think next time around we won't bother buying a box, because you just never know what you're gonna get, and we'll just stick to buying it 2 for £5 in the market, £7, however they're selling it in the market, because I just feel like we wasted our money. Some other things I bought that we split. Maggie, we bought a box of Maggie, but this isn't from Spitalfields, this is from Warness. I haven't taken you guys to Warness yet. I don't think I'm going to, because Mom's bought all the things that I need from there now. But I'll let you know how much the things there were. Oh, babe, you put the chopped tomatoes somewhere. Hmm? The chopped tomatoes. The box of chopped tomatoes.
Yes.
Guess what?
You want me to get it?
Is it in the utility?
Yeah.
I'll just show them. This box of chopped tomatoes. There's 12 in there. £5.49. I got 2 boxes again. Use it for egg sauce. Use it for stews. Use it to make spaghetti bolognese if you like. Just different tomato based kind of sauces, stews, whatever. Oh, that thing is really smelling.
Oh.
Smelling bad. Then we bought tomato puree, a whole box of it. This is what the box looks like. A tin of tomato puree, and there's 24 in here for £20, so that will last us a while. Oh, the rice?
No.
Tomato puree. Rice. Where's the rice? In there too. Also bought this rice, Asli golden basmati. My sister put me onto this one. We used to buy Satara, but I prefer this. So this is smaller than Satara though, so this is 10 kg, so I bought 2. 1 bag of rice was £13.99. Got a box of sardines, John West in sunflower oil. Let me tell you how much that costs. Bless you. There's 12 in a pack and it costs £13.99. I also got mackerel, again in sunflower oil, John West. There's 10 in a pack. Mackerel's more expensive than sardine, so that was £15.99 for 10. But again, cheaper than me buying it in the supermarkets, so I'm good with that. And then, like I said, I bought a box of Maggi, but I actually ended up splitting it with my mum and my sister. In 1 pack of Maggi, there's 100 Maggi cubes. And there were 20 packs in the box. So I took 6 packs. My mum took 6, my sister took 6. And then we split. 20 packs of Maggi was £24.99. Last but not least, we have the Aromat. So there's 6 in a pack. Can I just quickly say this? Can I just quickly say this?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. So there's 6 in a pack. 1 pack is £7.99. Got 2, £14.98. So yeah, that is it for our bulk buy in terms of veggies and seasoning. I'm really happy because for how much we have, the cost makes sense because it's a lot of stuff and it's gonna save me from going to the market every week to pick up these things and spending more than I need to. And for the things that were like too much, for example the okra, the box of yam, I'm happy that I could split it with my mum or my sister or both of them, so then they don't waste. I was saying to them, well, we should do this more often because it just makes sense. I think the one lesson here though is we're not gonna buy the yam because you don't know what you're getting with the yam. So I feel like that might be a bit of waste of money, especially if they're rotting as bad as my sister will show me. We haven't cut ours yet, so we don't know what we're gonna find, but Eric is gonna cut it tonight. We'll see. I'll pick up the camera again and show you. But yeah, so that is it for our, what do you call this shop? African shop? I'll pick you back up when Eric is cutting the yam. Okay, babe, continue. Thank you. By the way, New Spitalfields Market, you have to pay for parking. My mum told me parking there was £3. That's as of May, were we? Yeah, May 2026. And like I said, it opens midnight to 9 AM. And one is the parking is free and the times vary, so I feel like when I go there I'll have to take you with me so you can see the vast array of things that they have there. But just imagine going to the market, all the things you usually see in the market is what they have, but they only have particular brands there. So like you saw the plum tomato, I can't remember, I think the brand is KTC. And when I've looked for like pounded yam, they only have olu olu, and I don't eat that brand. I only eat ola ola, and that's because they've been mixing things in these pounded yam packets these days and it doesn't agree with my stomach. So I found that only ola ola works for me, but they don't sell that, and I feel like it's because ola ola is the most expensive pack of pounded yam you can get. So when you go to one, it's this very particular brands that you'll find there, but I feel like a lot of things can be bought there, whether brand specific or not, that makes sense. For now, Eric has finished cleaning the peppers, which is good. This guy used his hand. I begged him to use gloves, you know, because the pepper's spicy. Ugandan Scotch bonnet. Even when my mum was washing it when I was at her house, the way I was coughing and sneezing, you know it's hot. I can't even sit next to where he is because I started coughing. He's about to do the yam, so I'm going to show you. I'm praying that is not as bad as what my sister went through, but we'll see. Finally filling the deep freezer. Woo!
It's deep, but it's not like wide.
Yeah, I think it should stay here. It's something we use often, or at least
Okay.
one. Yeah, because the yam will go, yeah. So far so good. I mean, there was a little bit, but not as bad as my sister's. Well, this is one. Let's continue and see. Yam number 2. We're doing well. Looks like I'm just gonna have to give my sister some out of this, you know. I feel bad for her. So this is the only one that's bad.
Yeah.
Well done, thank you. So 1 out of 4. I definitely have to give my sister some. Thank you, babe. Good morning, my beauts. It is Monday, bank holiday Monday. It is, I don't know, 11 AM. It's hot already. Right. 16 minutes past 11. It's already very hot. Eric and I almost matching in our yellow. So we are off to the shops before they close. Of course, I haven't been in the house. Eric doesn't know what we need. So it is what it is, but one thing I definitely know we need is water, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go and get water at least, and then I might just go around the aisles and see if there's anything that stands out to me that I think we need. But yeah, let's go. God for the small blessings, honestly.
Final total without discount, 67.70. Let's go.
Got £10 something off.
You just need some
Water. What's new?
Watagwang.
keep you awake. And I got what it takes, so baby.
We're back home and we're sorting out the rest of the vegetables now. Actually, I ate and Derek ate and I was feeling sleepy, I guess because of the heat as well. But I've washed the okra. I just want to show you. Oh, the knife. As I was saying, I washed the okra. This is how much a third of that box got me. I don't know the measurement of this bowl, but it's quite a lot. I think it will fit into the biggest IKEA freezer bag. So when I finish cutting, I'll show you where it fits there. This is more worth it than buying okra in the market because usually it's £1 a bowl, and so this might have cost me about maybe 15 to 20 pounds. So definitely worth it for me. So that okra filled this bag to about there, as you can see. So this is about how much we would usually get if we were to buy in the market, like I said earlier. Pleased with that. It's definitely likely that I could actually finish a box of okra by myself, or Eric and I should say, or if we split it between 2 people. So next time we go, might just buy 1 box for ourselves, and I won't cut by hand. I'll just use not a blender but something. On to the peppers now. Eric is saying I should just put it in the freezer whole, but when it comes time to cut it, when I want to put it in the blender, it's gonna be an issue. I ain't got time for that. I have to think ahead. I don't just think for now because of convenience. So I'm getting ready to cut. Finished doing the red peppers. So basically I cut them up and then Eric is cleaning. That's how I've been able to get through it so quick. I think I did it in half an hour, less than. So it's time to do the green. Thank you. One thing I will say is if you are bulk shopping, you need to make sure that you're doing it when you have the time to be able to put the produce away, especially when it's summer, when it's hot like this. The current heat wave we're having is 30 degrees. If you don't put the produce away quickly, it's gonna start, you know, wilting, getting moldy, etc, etc. So some of the reds were getting soft. It's just like 3 or 4, which is fine. The greens, they still look all good, but I haven't cut them yet to know, to be fair. So I'm just gonna quickly finish that, so hopefully I can finish everything by 9. So whilst I was cutting the okra, Eric actually made stew, so thank goodness we have something to eat once we finish all of this. Rice is also on the cooker at the moment, so we'll just have some rice and stew, and then we're actually going to travel back to London tonight. A very, very productive Monday. Okay, so this is a 4-litre bag. This is the biggest one you can get from IKEA. So from the red peppers, we got two bags, and the green peppers, we also got 2 bags. I finished cutting the green peppers at 8:58, so just under 30 minutes, like I was saying, which is great. And the green peppers were a lot firmer than the red peppers, so there were none that were wilting, there were none that were soft, there were none that were molding. Just in case you're wondering, I just thought I'll let you know that. The green peppers were £1 more expensive than the red peppers.
What?
Maybe because they're green, I don't know. Thanks to my husband, we got it all done. As he was saying to me when he came in. What did you say?
Green team?
Oh gosh. Teamwork.
Oh, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. So he came in, it was like, oh, you've already finished cutting it? I said, yeah. He was like, teamwork. I was like, yeah, teamwork. He was like, yeah, I was waiting for you to finish it. I said, oh, makes the dream work. Anyway, we're gonna eat now. It's actually time for Bible study as well. So we're gonna eat, participate in Bible study, and then get ready to go to London. I don't know if that'll be it for this vlog, or I might show you me doing my nails tomorrow. I'm not sure. Kind of just wanted to show a weekend vlog. I feel like I did that yesterday and today. You want your Crocs?
Yeah.
If this is me signing out, then let me sign out just in case. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.
Turn up the match, my flow. You know that I'll be back.